Alright, and now restoring the image on the Apple TV. Have it open like this, just because I will be taking the hard drive out. This is a way. Install it. I'm putting 2.3 or something for now, because it doesn't matter, it's just lighter firmware. I haven't used that one in a while. Apple TV 3rd generation. Let's see if I can downgrade that. That'd be fun. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Not sure if it's reading the USB or not. I'm supposed to unplug it. Okay, let's turn it back on again. USB's right here. There you go. I'm not sure that's supposed to do that. Unplug and put it back in. Try that. Remind me to turn the iMac I guess control off the iMac. Next time. Because I don't want front row or there we go. I don't know why it did whatever it did last time. It's still blinking. Maybe it wasn't a good install. I will plug the Alright, after it restores, we'll be back. Probably at the computer again. Alright, got the setup screen. Might as well set it up for fun. Temporary password. Not sure if this is really gonna work. So on the OS on this, it's just OS boot. So I'm changing OS boots to here. So I'm restoring it. Not sure that's gonna work. We'll see if it does. If it doesn't, find another way. 1.0 with all my Wi-Fi settings intact. So if you do this, factory restore, we hypothetically should still be on 1.0, but get the setup screen. Unless, and I say unless, this thing uses 2.2 partition, and then we are screwed. But it means it is a working product where you would have to, in theory, just flash this, not the, so if you get an SSH, you don't have to do the recovery partition, you can just flash the OS boot from the DMG to here, and it works. So my next upgrade for this machine is, as you saw in the power book, I'll put a 64 gigabyte SSD in here, probably 128. These things can only go up to 128 without any issues. And there was, if you do look on the iTunes, it does show 128. And I'm guessing we are on 2 again because, yep. So do not click restore due to the fact that if you do, the recovery partition is flashed for 2.3.1. So if you do restore, just restore to that DMG. Now go redo that again. Okay, so holding the T key again, I'm gonna walk you through this and how I did it. I'll have the link in the description for everything. I wouldn't recommend this, it's slow. I'll put a dongle in the description below. So go to your computer. It's preferably not plugged in with FireWire, mainly because you do not have anything else. Once you mount it, newer Mac OSs won't show the recovery partition. All the ones do, but you can't mount it. So you're gonna get to the OS boot. This is just the firmware, and this is where all your media is stored. So you're only changing the boot file. So then you go to restore. Mind you, this is macOS Mojave. Image. Restore. This partition should only be a few megabytes. I always downgrade to 2.3.1 because I don't know if doing this from 3 to 1 works. And then it should restore. To find a way to do this via SSH, so you don't have to take the machine apart if you're into that kind of thing. But I think this would be more easier if you don't want to deal with a few megabits per second. This is just cut and finish. But I will find a way to SSH into it. And I mean, all you're doing is going to SSH into the machine, mount the OS boot onto your computer, flash it with the OS.1 DMG, and then you're all set. So turn this Mac off because this one just likes to show front row until I click the remote. And then I'm going to cut some Apple TV when I get this PowerBook G4 back together and show you how to set it up. Because you do need an old version of iTunes. Obviously, it's going to be like iTunes 7.5, 7.4, in between there. And I'll show you how to get movies to it as well. Alright, so it's done. All you have to do is just click eject and put it back in your Apple TV. as I will do, I have to take apart. I'll put it out of my G4 and then put together my G4, and we'll be back. So I know I didn't show it, so this is why this is an extended part of the video. This is firmware 1.0. It's just gonna be a full overview at this point. As you can see, TV resolution. Didn't mean to click that. 1.0. Do not restore it because it is gonna be to 2.3.1. Still trying to figure out how to get into the root. As you can see, iPhoto works on here. You can put your iPhoto. Got music on here, straight from the iBook G4, PowerBook G4. And I've got Tropic Thunder, Cover Flow, all these little. Actually, that one kind of looks good though. The little where it just shows the phone. How to get to sources is here. You either can make it so it only goes off of your computer and you just gotta keep it on, or you can sync it by clicking the iTunes, and then it'll be right here. You turn on syncing, to the iTunes library, repeat music if you want, sound check, sound effects, buttons to be high, hello, unpair the remote, software update, which I'm not going to press so it doesn't download anything, screensaver, you have the logo, which is just the logo moving around your screen, albums is, I think, music library, yes, and photos obviously is your photos. It'll also be used for music when you just let it sit. This is at week 11 of 2007. I bet you this works from all the way to 2010 models that are refurbished because there's been no hardware changes at all. They're all the same. So this should work on any Apple TV first generation that is silver. Not the refreshed models like this because they never had it, obviously. They had 4. But yeah. Okay, so back at iTunes. So for the Apple TV, it requires 7.1. I'm using 7.4, I believe. Making sure it's on the same network. Okay, it should be. Here you go. Okay, now we gotta go back on iTunes. Make sure you also turn on syncing. So it'll be under media. Turn on syncing is to get this. Copy on the music, movies. I also add photos as well. Alright. That is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, subscribe, and see you guys on the next video. Peace.